Welcome to video 3, which is going to cover page 3 of the Unit 4 geometry test. This page is worth 6 points. Question number 10 is worth 3. You will notice it says find the value of x, which is 1 point, and then the measure of each angle. That's where your other 2 points come from. Question 11 has an A and a B. You get 1 point for each. So that is a grand total of 2 there. And then question number 12 is worth 1 point. All right, so question number 10 says in triangle ABC, angle C is 90 degrees. So that means angle A and angle B are complementary. So the sine of A is equal to the cosine of B. So I have to find the value of x. So here I have the sine of 5x minus 12 is equal to the cosine of x, and I know that those two angles must be the sine of A has to equal the cosine of B, so those two angles must be complementary. So I'm going to take those two angles, 5x minus 12, and the other angle is x, and I'm going to add them together, and it has to equal 90 because they have to be complementary. So 5x plus x is 6x minus 12 is equal to 90. Add 12 to both sides. That is 102. And then divide by 6. So x is equal to 17. That is worth 1 point. X equals 17 gives you 1 point. And then to find the two angles, okay, so the first angle is 5 times x minus 12. Well, I know my x value now is 17. So if I do 5 times 17 and then subtract 12 from it, I get 73 degrees. And my second angle is the cosine of x. So x we know is 17 degrees. So the 3 points, x equals 17, and then one angle is 17, the other angle is 73. And question number 11 says fill in the blank. The cosine of 88 degrees is equal to the sine of how many degrees? Again, these have to be complementary. They have to add up to 90. So 88 plus something has to equal 90. So that answer has to be 2. 88 plus 2 equals 90. So that's the first point. And then the second point says an equation is shown where x is between 0 and 90 and y is between 0 and 90. So the sine of x equals the cosine of y. So again, those two angles, x and y, have to add up to equal 90. So x plus y has to equal 90. And it wants us to write an expression for x in terms of y. So I'm just going to take this x plus y equals 90. I'm going to solve it for x. So I'm going to subtract y on both sides. On the left, I have just x. And on the right, I have 90 minus y. So my answer is 90 minus y for x. And then number 12. Number 12 has a picture down here, and it says a lighthouse in Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. It's 200 feet above sea level. So I know this. I'm going to make this triangle. So let me put in this side. This is 90 degrees. And it says that the height of this light tower, so from the water to the top of the tower, is 200. And if it spots a boat at an angle of depression of 28 degrees, what is the horizontal distance, so the side-to-side distance? So x is what I'm looking for. And then it wants me to round to the nearest foot. So if this is my angle, 200 is opposite, and x is adjacent. So opposite and adjacent lets me know that I'm going to use the tangent. So the tangent of the angle, which is 28 degrees. So the tangent of 28 is equal to the opposite, 200, divided by the adjacent, which is x. Anytime you're dividing by the variable, you pull the old switcheroo here. So I'll switch tangent of 28 with my x. So x is equal to, my 200 is still on top. My new bottom is now the tangent of 28. And I'm going to the calculator now. 200 divided by the tangent of 28 degrees. And it wants me to round to the nearest foot. So it is 376.1. So that rounded is just 376 feet. That would be the horizontal distance. That's it for page 3. The last video will contain answers to page 4.